What's going on, everybody? Coach Jay back with you guys, bringing to you part three of the Coach Jay Way, the three key tree kind of success mantra that I'm trying to bring and share with you guys. That's really helped me with my success and changing my life for the better. First two parts, we kind of explain what the three key tree is, kind of the Coach Jay Way, but also got into how we could use it to define ourselves as a leader, because it's important when you're a leader or business owner or in charge of a program, right? You have to know what's important to you. You also have to understand what your goals are and how you carry yourself on a daily basis. Something about living life in 3D is kind of my way of thinking outside the box and kind of having a mission statement for my program. Not sure if I kind of explained what I do. I'm starting my own lacrosse program, and we're trying to build, one of a great prestigious program that sets our student athletes up for great success further down in life, and that's really what coaching high school sports is all about. Giving guys experience, teaching them things that they don't necessarily learn in the classroom, and only in sport and in kind of working with others and working on a team, how that really helps you down the line on your endeavors, whatever they may be. So I'm really excited to kind of get into the juicy part and get into kind of how to actually use the three key tree and the Coach Jay Way on your specific team or your specific program or business, or whatever you guys are trying to do as a leader. Okay, so living life in 3D is instead of having kind of like a mission statement, because the mission statements are great, but they're kind of, everybody has them. So I want to be different. I want to kind of set myself apart. I want to get people excited. So living life in 3D is kind of our program's mission statement in a way. It's how we carry ourselves, and everything we do in 3D. That's why it's such a vague term as living life in 3D. So everything we do with 3D. So with that being said, okay, I know it's hard to see, but we're gonna go through it with you guys. The three keys, right, to living life in 3D are dedication, discipline, and delivery. So everything we do, no matter what it is, on and off the field, we do with dedication, we do with discipline, and we have great delivery. All right, it's very, very important. It is the backbone of everything we do. It's the foundation of where we're going to build our success on. We can't do anything else if we don't do it with dedication, discipline, and delivery. We're never going to get there. We're never going to get to where we want to be. Okay, we'll start with dedication. The three keys to dedication, right? We have commitment, we have work ethic, and we have vision. So if we do those three things well, right? Now remember, this is tailored to a lacrosse program and coaching a sport, right? So if you have a business, small business, big business, you want to start a business, you want to be an entrepreneur, right? You could tweak, you might tweak some things or put your own little flair into it, and that's cool. I'm just doing this to try to help others maybe that are stuck or maybe have kind of like plateaued to re-energize and get excited, get the people that work for them and with them excited. This could be a great team building activity. That's how we got this done in the first place. I met with my leaders of my team, and we kind of all brainstormed together what really makes us tick. Okay, so we'll start with commitment. Three keys to commitment: time management, loyalty, and eagerness. Okay, time management is very, very important. A lot of us, myself included, we'll spend time doing things that don't necessarily help us get to where we want to be. We waste time. We take too much time as far as moving slow. We don't have any sense of urgency. So that kind of goes in with eagerness and time management. Okay, you got to be excited about what you're doing. You got to, have some sense of urgency with it. Because it is a long process. You have to be patient with it, but you have to be eager and excited. With time management, right? With time management, what I've really started doing is writing down what I'm spending my time on. All right, I'm working for 8 hours. Okay, I'm at the gym for an hour and a half. What else am I doing with my day? Am I watching TV? Am I watching Netflix? Like, am I wasting time, or am I reading? Am I writing down goals? Am I checking myself? another thing with time management is I have all my players time themselves when they're doing little activities to see to have kind of a standard or a base to know how long things should take, if that makes sense. And then loyalty, you have to be loyal to your commitments, right? You have to deal with the ups and downs. You got to be loyal and consistent with your efforts. Okay, with work ethic, your work ethic has to do the three keys for that. You got to be contagious with your work ethic. You have to have energy with your work ethic, and you have to have execution with your work ethic, right? If you're not executing properly or have proper execution in whatever you're doing, okay, it's not really going to be an effective. It's not going to be effective towards your results, right? You're kind of going to just be running in place. You could run in place as fast as you want, but you're not really getting anywhere, if that makes sense. Okay, energy is so important, being positive all the time, right? Positive reinforcements, and having that energy be contagious with, as a combination with your work ethic, having it be contagious, having other people being like, man, this dude is so positive, he's bringing energy, it makes me want to get better. And that happens. Players that play for me are like, man, coach, every day you just bring it. And that is the responsibility of the leader, to bring people up when they're feeling down. Everybody, has their day where something doesn't go right or they need, somebody else to lift them up. And that's the great thing about being a team. Third key for dedication, we have vision, right? Vision is very important to help you stay dedicated to your goal and to your program's philosophies or your business, quotas and all that good stuff. So 3 keys to vision: you got to be goal oriented. You have to have some meditation, okay, and you have to take initiative, right? You got to take initiative to really make things happen. Nobody's gonna make it happen for yourself. You kind of got to put your foot down and be like, no, we're taking steps forward. Initiate the vision, talk about it. Being goal-oriented is very, very important, right? A lot of people will set a goal, let's say for lacrosse, we want to win a championship. If that's our only goal, right, there's nothing along the way that will make us feel good or keep us on track. We'll just say winning goal of winning a championship, that's great, but you need to set goals along the way to help you feel good and help you motivate you to take the baby steps every day to get better or make strides towards your goal. So with my guys, what I have my guys do is we do weekly reports where we do a short-term goal, a long-term goal, and something they learned this week. It doesn't have to be related to lacrosse or sports. It's just kind of fun, gets people thinking outside the box, really reflecting, kind of helps with the meditation part, right? Something I started doing, I know it's a little cheesy or whatever, but every morning when I wake up, I watch motivational videos. I actually have some listed on my page that you can check and kind of search for your own. But I take 10 to 15 minutes every morning, just kind of clearing my mind, refreshing it. Watching these videos helps me focus on my vision of what my goals are and what I want to do for my program. So then we have discipline, right? Everything you do, you got to be disciplined. You got to check yourself. So 3 keys for discipline: we have mental toughness, coachability, and accountability. Okay? For mental toughness, you got to have self-control, you got to have patience, and you have to have confidence. Mental toughness is so key, right? There's so many negative energies. There's so many things that want to bring you down. You have to have self-control. You have to have self-control in your discipline. Are you doing workouts? Are you're striving every day or only on Tuesdays or only when you feel like it? You have to have the self-control to make good decisions, right? The self-control to say no, don't want to go out. No, I don't want to do this. I want to work. I want to read. I want to grow. You have to have patience. As I mentioned, none of this will happen overnight. It's a long process of daily wins, right? You're going to have wins and losses along the way. You want to have more daily wins than you do daily losses through your self-control, through your mental toughness, and through your discipline of what your goals and what your program wants to be. Okay? And almost most importantly, you have to have confidence. And confidence in what you're doing, confidence in yourself, confidence in your team, confidence in your leader. and that will really go a long way for you. Coachability is real important because in anything, right? You have to be coachable. You have to be able to learn. You have to be able to be taught. You have to be able to execute. So with coachability, we got the three keys being cooperation. You got to cooperate. You got to understand. You got to trust the process. You have to have an open mind, and you have to have faith, right? You have to have an open mind to maybe, giving things a chance, right? Don't just have a negative thought like, oh, that's never going to work, right? Because then you already have a negative idea in your head. Be open-minded. Be like, all right, let's do it. Hands-on. Learn. Take advice. Have faith in what your coach or the leader is preaching, and good things will happen, right? You got to believe and trust in the process. Accountability, you got to have intentness, you got to have urgency, and you got to have honesty. With those, I think honesty is being very, very important. You got to be honest with yourself. You got to be honest with yourself, right? You can't be like, oh, I did this, so I don't know why that happened. That kind of goes into like the poor me's, right? Kind of pointing fingers, right? No matter what happens, there's something you could have done better, or there's something that you're not doing, right? So just be honest with yourself. That's the hardest one. You got to be yourself's toughest critic, right? You can't make excuses. Just be honest. Do things the right way. There is no easy way to being great. You got to endure the pains and aches and the trials and tribulations and the changes and the negative criticism, because it always will come. It always will come, right? So last key to living life in 3D, right, is delivery. Delivery is kind of like your impression, how you carry yourself. So for the three keys of delivery, you have communication, body language, and image. Okay, all very, very important in everything you do. Communication, you have to have respect, you have to have honesty, and you have to have tone. Honesty here is a little bit different because we don't want liars. We want great communication, so we have to be honest. If you kind of feather and vanilla some stuff, right, you're not really going to get the best out of your players or your partners or your employees, right? You got to be honest in respect, but also you have to be respectful, right? You don't want to talk down to anybody. You don't want to bring anybody down. You have to treat people the way you want to be treated. I think everybody deserves to be treated with great respect. You don't know what they've been through. You don't know how hard their life is. Everybody has their battles. So if we all treat each other with great respect in our communication and how we deliver our message, right, that will attract more people to be, this is a great environment. I want to be a part of that. And your tone, right? Your tone is really how people deceive things, right? You could say phrases 800 different ways, and kind of your tone will influence the way it's perceived by other people. So we want to be positive and honest and respectful in our tone and when it comes to communication, right? Body language is very, very important, right? For the three keys for body language, your swagger, your team ego, and your heart. So the body language, it's crazy. Like how attached people are to their phone, are always looking down. They don't make eye contact. We want to make eye contact. We want to have a positive swagger about us where we're engaged with people. We're making eye contact. We're shaking hands, right? We're smiling. We're having fun as part of our swagger. Love having music with warm-ups, and we do West Jenny drills to start each day. At practice, we have tunes bumping. We're dancing. We're getting loose. We're having fun. And that kind of goes into our ego of we have each other's back. Our mottos are head, heart, hustle, and dictate, dominate, right? We want to dictate the pace we play, and we want to dominate that pace and style that we play. And then heart is kind of what fueled me to chase my passion and chase my dreams and kind of leave family behind, and not behind in a way of like just letting them go, but relocating to try and build a program. So that heart fuels me. My passion, it is what makes this whole thing go. So having heart is very, very, very important. And then your image. You want to be tough, you want to have unity, and you want to be relentless in your efforts. You never ever give up. You stick together. You never turn on each other. Like I said, we never blame anybody else for something happening. Right? The individual could have done more themselves rather than go and turn and point a finger on somebody else. And we want to be tough. A tough, scrappy team that, for 4 quarters, we are going to give you everything we have, no matter what the score is. Okay, especially early in our program. It's a first-year program, right? We're going to have some battles where we're just playing a better team because they've been playing longer. And that's okay. That is okay, but we are going to play tough, physical, dictate, dominate style of lacrosse. And that's going to be something to be proud of. You can hang your hat on that. It's like, they got us this time, but teams will know, man, that's a tough out. They are going to play us tough. So as a whole, that is kind of our mission statement. If we could do all the little things at the bottom, as I kind of mentioned, that's how this whole Coach J way 3-key tree is supposed to work, right? You want to focus on all the things at the bottom of the base of the tree, the roots, right? And the roots will grow into the next level, and then at the top here, you're living life in 3D. For you guys following me, if you guys want a copy of this, just send me an email. It's real simple. It's coachjordanmontesano@gmail.com. I'm excited that I'm finally sharing this with everybody, so you guys can have an opportunity to bring it back to your programs, or bring it to your business, or bring it to even people you're trying to help, because we all have somebody who needs a positive hand, pulling them up, bringing them up, and just, you can break it down in little pieces. Just work on the roots, work on the base as it pertains to the next level, the next tier, and good things will start happening to you. Take care, guys. We'll see you soon.